And welcome back here to the Energy Capital Sports Complex. Our OBS broadcast software kind of shut down on us there unexpectedly, so hopefully we are back on air for you. As the Warriors got a hustle back, and Heiner should have this one in front of an on-charging Arnish, and does. So welcome back all of our streaming audience here on Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV as Mitchell goes to the midfield. Hot pass there for Davis, but he handles it. Now going to find Crippen. An early 1-0 lead for the Warriors on the Gunnar Mascaro goal. Bradshaw looked to tap it out there to Mascaro, but couldn't get it through. And then a good block from Cardenas. Cooper Cannon sticks out a leg, trying to hold up that pass through the middle, and now it's just lifted away by the Blazers. Get another quick pass attempt there by Mitchell, and Davis wasn't able to handle it. Now Cardenas has to work back with Gahn charging down on him there on the far sideline. So Torrington, the throw in along that far side now. Arnish will come over to take the throw in here in the 9th minute. Heading into minute number 10, 30 minutes, 59 seconds to go. Here's the Warriors will make their first change of the day momentarily as Arnish throws it off the back of his own player. They want to give him control as long as they can. And I think there's a foul there by the Warriors on the far sideline by Mascaro. So a free kick coming here for the Blazers from the far side of the 18, so Warriors facing their first set piece from the Blazers. Arnish will take it again, see if he looks to drop it near the box. Hessler in the box with a lot of height there. Mitchell trying to hold him up. Across the middle, Cardenas half cleared. Now Hessler just tapped wide there. As the Warriors escape a little danger, Hessler had the chance, stretched Heiner all the way to the near side post, but wide of the target. I think that Heiner may have had a touch to it even if it was on goal, but that was a dangerous moment as the Warriors bring on Lucas Ramirez, Donovan Warren, as well as Benjamin Mendenhall. So first minutes of the game here as Mascaro and Davis come to the sideline. Ball's moving forward for the Warriors. Nobody attacking that. Arnish towards the box, puts a shot on wide of the far post, though. As Arnish ends up on the deck, Mitchell did just enough to try to make that shot awkward, but the Warriors quickly turn that ball back over, and a couple of danger moments there for the Warrior defense. You know, Arnish in his final game as well, trying to make an impact. Heiner with the goal kick, pushes it up the far side, bounces past a Warrior and a Blazer, goes all the way to the far sideline, chipped ahead. Scheibel with a touch, got the second one after a heavy touch, and now Scheibel dances through another defender. Hessler, though, and Tiedemann comes ahead to deal with it. Lifted high into the air. Blazers with the header one. And now Cardenas comes ahead to deal with it. Tried to pick out Mascaro, but good intervention along that far sideline. Warriors take a quick throw in. Bradshaw looking to take control of it here as he's trying to pick it away from the defender of the Blazers. Cannon comes here wide for Ramirez now. Lucas onto the ball for the first time and gets a good touch there for Warren, but Warren just put a little too much in behind that 1-2 chance, and out of play it goes. First change of the day for the Blazers. Bridger Johansson coming into the game for the Blazers. Steinbrecher comes to the sideline. Torrington throw in. Over the top they look to go. Scheibel flies over to win the header. Now Warren just chests it wide, looking for Mears, saving it in play momentarily. And now Tiedemann trying to read this one, trying to stand in front. And nice job by Elias Mitchell to get over there. Good covering over the top for the Warriors to get it out of play. Jackson set to take the throw in. He's going to find it down to the feet of Shimmick. Heavy touch there, though. Bounces off of a Blazer, still loose out front. Crippen trying to deal with it. Hoists it to the outside. Ramirez with the touch. Has it again. Now we'll look to try to get past the next defender. And it's loose, taken away by Olsen, but picked up by Bradshaw in the midfield. He'll charge ahead on a run. He'll go outside for Mendenhall. Ben onto it, touches to the inside. Right-footed shot blocked away by the Torrington defense. Now it's Schlegel trying to deal with it. Should be a throw-in for the Warriors. Ball comes in on a throw-in here for Crippen. Kind of bounces awkwardly, has to send it high into the Campbell County sky. Close control touch got away from Ramirez, but now a ball lifted towards the corner here. Ramirez should keep it in play and does. So a corner one out there by Ramirez, and the Warriors have their own set piece coming in. Scheibel will take it again. Warriors scored off their first on a scramble drill. Warriors hit it towards the goal, and Scheibel lifts it up here as Carlson reads that well, stood up in the air too long and goes and takes that as a long ball out of the box, and now Arnish is going to try to deal with this one or try to get to it, and Cardenas just no nonsense there, clears it off to the far sideline. Warriors got to get back defensively here as Arnish will take the throw in, takes it short, and Cardenas surrenders a corner kick there, kind of throws the hands on the head because didn't have to do that as he thought the Torrington Blazer player was going to get a touch, but they didn't. So swap corners either side of the field. This one will come in from the far side from our broadcast view. 15th minute, 25:45 to go, 1-0 Warriors. Blazers, chance to change that here. Warrior defense has to be ready. And Heiner came out. Tiedemann got a piece of it. Now Scheibel going to sprint out of there. And he'll drive towards that near sideline and keeps it in play, takes his time, slides it forward for Mendenhall, pushes it further along the sideline now, trying to keep it in play. Last comes off of a Blazer there. Good hustle by Ben on the outside. Charlie Turner going to check in for the Warriors. Number 22 going to come in for Sergio Cardenas. That'll send Mendenhall back into the left back position. So Sergio gets a quick break here. 15 minutes into this one. Warriors 1-0 lead, trying to keep the ball in the attacking third here as Cannon touched it down, but then he's drugged down there at the end, but not enough contact to draw a whistle. As Mendenhall has a moment, he can pick out a pass, can go here to the midfield for Tiedemann, and that one's hammered towards the sideline, but over the head of Turner and out of play. Throw in now, trying to find Arnish. Scheibel on his backside there. Taps it away for another Torrington throw-in. Long throw-in taken. Warriors intercept it. Nobody home for the Blazers. And now across the field it goes. Touchdown by Olsen. Back outside Ramirez. Warren wants it up the sideline, and he's got some space there. Donovan moves in the front, goes past Olsen, dribbles towards the end of the box, tries to center it up, but couldn't get the foot around it and sails out of play for a Torrington goal kick. Good driving run up this near side for Warren. Warren and Ramirez seem to have a good rapport so far here on the near side. Goal kick taken low and short. Ramirez intercepts it. Bradshaw comes away with it, tries to dribble through two, and now Hessler the long ball forward. And Mendenhall can take it back for Heiner, who clears it, ends up hitting the Blazer player there. Might have been in the arms, kind of put up the hands to protect himself there. So kind of a not really know much about it moment, but the Warriors going to get a free kick out of it. So that's Gabe Jackson up there in front. Now ball towards the midfield. Skips past Crippen. Hooked away by Olsen. Mitchell has some time to sit on it. Couldn't get it past Olsen. Going to spin out towards Ramirez. Ramirez and Olsen will get in a physical battle here. Ramirez will win that. Lucas pushes up the outside, drops it to the inside here for Cannon. He and Donovan Warren got to the same spot at the same time there, so a little bit of same way traffic as Mendenhall hammers one along for the Blazers keeper to deal with. Carlson high into the air, launching it into the attacking half, and Arnish on his horse here, going to get to it, going to try to turn to the inside on Scheibel. Scheibel and Tiedemann combining for a stop, but it'll be a corner kick for the Blazers. Into the game comes Edgar Vasquez. D'Angelo Gahn coming to the sideline for Torrington. Another set piece for the Blazers. Out there, I think Arnish will take it again for the Blazers. Trying to drop it there near the penalty spot. Takes the right-footed corner, and Heiner rose up. I'm not sure if he got a piece of it, but a glancing header out of play. Looked like maybe it wasn't Olsen in the air. It could have been Hessler, and they actually say that it came off of a Warrior last. It looked like it came off the header of number 27, Jacob Stadler, who was into the game, but the Blazers going to get a second opportunity here from the near side corner flag. There's a little bit of danger that time around. Got to get the defending right. Here comes the corner kick. Header won by Scheibel. It's still here towards the top of the 18 and going to come out. Cannon all the way out there, but Bradshaw going to take it down. Now slides it ahead for Cannon. Ran into Hessler there, but Warren comes up and picks up the pieces in the midfield. Now a chance for Cannon. He touches it around the defender, and good covering back there in the end by the check-in. Edgar Vasquez sends it all the way wide to the far touchline for a Warrior throw-in. Really good covering that time around as Cannon took it around his defender, Jace Schlegel. Throw in, back for Bradshaw, tried to keep it. Comes back for Mendenhall. Across the field now for the Warriors, but before that, Mendenhall fouled. Took a push in the back there and draws the whistle. Bradshaw again will take the free kick here. Right foot to it from Kobe, lifts towards the top of the 18. Warriors trying to win the header and do, but it goes backwards on him. And Arnish trying to launch it forward for Jackson. Mendenhall reads it, just taps a header around. Now Jackson has to lift it towards the midfield. Nobody home there, so the Blazers kind of have an idea for Arnish to chase here through the midfield. But Mitchell, he's got a chance to pick out Ramirez under minimal pressure. Touch the inside, heavy touch though. Taken away by Bo Shimmick. And right back, taken away by Warren. Cannon turns in the midfield. Slides past one defender, now past a second. Finally the covering defense from Jay Schlegel there to take it out for a Warrior throw-in. Inside the final 20 minutes of the first half. We're into the 21st minute, 19:30 to go as the Warriors bring in Cabre Miller here for Ramirez. Our sideline throw-in now. Going to be taken, I think that's Turner out there. Tried to find it for Bradshaw. Blazers got to the second ball and comes out of play there as Jackson was trying to keep it in play across the far sideline. Breeze starting to blow again here, but kind of in an opposite direction, out of the west, maybe a little southwest, as the Blazers win the header on the throw-in. And hammered back forward by Mendenhall, but now comes for Jackson. Comes off his feet last, though, and out of play. Ball thrown in quickly there by Turner, lifted up by Tiedemann. And now Mitchell, it's going to spill out for Miller, but Arnish all the way over, and he's got speed, but not quite that much to come track it down on the near sideline. So Miller a throw in here just outside of the broadcast area, throws it in looking for Donovan Warren as Olsen kind of a armbar push-off there, and Warren trying to keep it in play and does. Turns it back into the middle to the back post, and a save there by Carlson. As on the backside, Bradshaw put it on target, but right at Carlson. And now Tiedemann lets this run through, should go all the way for Heiner, and does. Gabe Jackson on the long run there. Warriors a beautiful chance at goal number 2. What a great hustle play from Donovan Warren, but the Warriors can't pay it off. Comes off awkwardly off of Hessler. He'll work to the sideline, tried to keep it in, but out of play it goes. And going to have a hydration break here with 17:44 to go in the opening half. 1-0 Warriors. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back with more Warriors soccer next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School athletics. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! And we're set to get going back with live soccer action here from the Energy Capital Sports Complex in Gillette, Wyoming. 17:44 to go in the first half. Teams rehydrated, as well as our officiating crew here getting a little hit of the H2O, as the Warriors will have the throw-in on the near sideline. Official looks at the watch, and we are back to play here as the clock is running. And a throw-in for Warren. Good touch. Taps it back for Miller. Now drops it off for Crippen. Crippen takes it away from the challenge of Hessler. Now holds things up. Hessler trying to make some aggressive challenges, and now to the midfield it goes. Warriors almost onto it with Turner, but it's turned away. And now Scheibel to the outside trying to deal with Jackson on the back hip there, and then gives it away to Arnish. Dangerous ball here as Arnish pushes straight down the field. Warriors come over to challenge it. And Mitchell has it half clear, and Mendenhall does the rest and lifts it towards midfield. Good touch from Cooper Cannon. Outside for Turner, and to that far sideline and out of play. Last touch by Torrington. Good play by Turner out there to earn the chance for the Warriors to get this throw in. Throw in from midfield. Header by the Blazers. Bouncing up now. Bradshaw gets it off the second touch. And now across for Crippen. Brecken lifts the head, looks for the pass, and left a little short of Miller. And now a long run can ensue for Olsen as he'll push it up this near sideline. Warriors got to recover defensively. Miller is back there. Olsen holds things up, gives for Arnish. Mitchell almost ended up on the deck there. Turf Monster had him. Miller and Mitchell tracking Arnish down. Did just keep it in play or no? Yes, so Zach Davis comes back in for the Warriors on the other side. Ben Steinbrecher back in. Cooper Cannon going to come out after taking the knock to the knee yesterday. He's been in the game for the opening 24 minutes. Substitutions complete here as Bridger Johansson comes out for the Blazers. Throw in for Torrington. Long throw towards the box. Tiedemann, little header there. Back into the box. Scheibel has a moment. Tries to pick out a pass for Warren and does, but now comes back out for Hessler. Chipped into the box. Warriors try to protect this one all the way out of play, and they do. So a goal kick coming for the Warriors. Mascaro and Garcia back in for Miller and Turner. Gunner started on the far side wing. He and Cade Garcia are going to switch wings. Actually, on second thought, Gunner going to go to the far touchline as Heiner sends it out of the box. Picked out the head of Crippen. Bradshaw back to try to take it away from Jackson. Little back heel there. All stood up into the air. Tiedemann reads it. Good header. Second one by Scheibel, and then Bradshaw tries to keep it ahead. Scheibel there to win the second ball and pinged into the box, but Heiner should be in behind that and is. Inside the final 15 of the opening half, 14:40 and ticking away here. Warriors on top, 1-0. Goal kick here to the midfield. Davis spins that off the top of the football, comes the outside. Garcia has it, now trying to get it back for Davis. Olsen to the midfield, picked up there by Bradshaw. Bradshaw drops it off for Mitchell and launches one into the air for Garcia to run after. Blazers just have to clear it out here on the near sideline. Throw in, looking for Warren, has it now. Donovan tracks it down on the low end of the 18, leaves it off for Garcia. Garcia tries to center a ball up, and then Warren kept it in play. Tries to go across the middle, still loose there. Going to come out for Crippen. Crippen, one touch around, onto the right foot, right at Carlson. Good save in behind it. Good shot from Brecken Crippen, but had plenty of power. But right down Main Street as Arnish gets a piece of the head onto this one, and Scheibel will turn it to the outside, trying to keep it away from Arnish, and does. And now Mitchell can try to take it further along, but has it taken away by Gabe Jackson. Cade Garcia ended up on the deck there, but just enough to put Hessler off of it. And now a chance up this near sideline for the Warriors as Warren and Garcia exchange positions. Back out. Garcia can get onto it again. Crippen here. A little bit in behind Bradshaw, but Kobe picks up the pieces there and now assesses what to do and drives ahead here against the Torrington defense. Sends it along the far side touchline, looking to get it for Gunnar Mascaro. Defender steps around. That would be challenged. Scheibel, though, keeps it ahead for Crippen. Drop it off for Mitchell. Now to the inside, looking for the run of Warren. Taken away by Shimmick. Shimmick through the middle, looking for Arnish, but Tiedemann's there to lift it away near the top of the 18 for the Warriors. And now it'll bounce off of Tiedemann's head yet again. Bradshaw turns it to the inside, dribbles around one defender, can't get around the second, but Davis is there to keep it alive for the Warriors. Jackson all the way back doing some defending, and now Warren just can't quite get to that. Mitchell lifts it high into the air. Cade Garcia can run down there, but I think they're going to run out of turf, and for some reason Torrington ends up lifting it away. Could have let it go for the goal kick, but decided to intervene as Scheibel is on to it, and Arnish tried to make a surprise visit. On the middle for Warren, almost a little tap outside for Garcia, but the Blazers get the challenge. Now Scheibel back with it. Just a soft touch ahead for Warren, and a good leg stretched out by Jackson. Now Arnish trying to take it away from Tiedemann, but a good defending by Cannon that time. So the ball's just kind of pinging back and forth through the midfield now. Mascaro tried to keep that in play over there, but change going to be made now with Johansson coming back into the game for the Blazers. I think he'll come in for Steinbrecher. Throw in for Torrington. Trying to go over the top to get it towards Arnish. Chests it down now and turns to the inside. Warriors surrounding Arnish, but still keeps possession, then sends a wayward ball across the far touchline for a Warrior throw-in. Throw in now, looking for Gunnar Mascaro. Steps around one challenge, not the second. Bradshaw thought he had time, but Jackson around to take it away. Now the Warriors got to hustle back here. Mendenhall trying to keep pace with Arnish. Arnish to the inside, trying to set up on the foot here. Warriors stack up across the box, touch to the inside. Heiner comes out, got a piece of it, and scrambles out to finish off the save. They nearly picked out Shimmick across the middle there. Good individual effort from Arnish. All outside now. Warriors pick it up with Bradshaw. Drives past one defender, a second, and now past a third. trying to drive towards the box, and he's upended there. And they're going to say that was a fair challenge. My goodness, did not look fair from here, but they say he got the ball. So Bradshaw has to get back up, try to reset it for the Warriors. Missed touch from Mitchell, but Crippen gets the deflection. Brecken going to look for an option now. Gives for Cade Garcia, given a little space here by Olsen. Now Warren back for Garcia. Good pace here. Cade can turn it back into the box and does across the box, and it's headed away by Torrington for a Warrior corner kick. Scheibel over to the near side corner to take this. Warriors goal came from this position. We're inside the final 10 minutes, 9:24 and ticking away. Here is Scheibel, strikes it with the right foot, stands it up, and too close to Carlson. And a stoppage momentarily. I think something's going on with the netting. So the goal may have moved, it looks like, or so the near side is pulled back into position, and the Warriors probably happy to get a second chance here as Scheibel, as he's put the last two into the hands of Carlson. See if he can push it further to the back post here. Scheibel, right foot to it again this time. Towards the middle, Carlson again comes out to claim it, so the Warriors' chances have not worked out as Mendenhall tried to challenge it. Arnish to it first, so here comes Torrington back the other way. Arnish one-on-one here against Tiedemann. Tiedemann behind, and Heiner just pushes it wide into the near side netting. Good goalkeeping there from Cameron Heiner to deny Arnish the equalizing goal, but it is a corner kick for the Blazers. Torrington will keep Arnish on the inside here, so another player going to take the corner kick here for the Blazers. Taken towards the middle of the box. Mitchell rises, gets a header to it. Now Bradshaw sends it further along. Zach Davis can get onto it, protects it away from the defender. Now we'll look for the next pass. Finds it for Mitchell, chipped outside. Davis in a foot race. Almost won it there, just shouldered off it in the end, and now two players end up on the deck. Shimmick slides it wide for Hessler, and now a chance for for Arnish to settle up on it. Nice job by Heiner. Man, save that between the legs there. I know he just was trying to deflect it away, but ends up being quite the save. And then Garcia tried to go for the back heel, didn't realize Olsen was there, and got to imagine Arnish might have been in behind the last defender, but Warriors clear it off, so Arnish will have the throw in. Long throw in here. Scheibel deals with that, and Donovan Warren turns up the field, finds it for Davis. Goes to the inside. Could have gone back out for Warren, but decided to go to the inside. But Crippen gets the ball back. Davis has a second chance to pick a pass, and he's pushed over there by Bo Shimmick. So should be a free kick for the Warriors, and is. A free kick just inside the defensive half. Scheibel lifts it towards the top of the box here. Headed away by Torrington, but Crippen's underneath it. Taps it down and then chips it to the outside for Garcia. Olsen over to try to deal with it, and the legs got tangled up there as Garcia kind of tried to go through Olsen there. So Torrington going to get the free kick. And Torrington sends it up the near side looking for Arnish. Mitchell rises for a strong header, and now this one just runs away from Olsen. Warren and Garcia. Garcia to the inside trying to get around Shimmick. Shimmick read it well, though. Garcia goes to the deck trying to win it back for the Warriors. And then Donovan Warren almost saves it there, but just runs out of turf. Throw in now here, intercepted by Garcia. Arnish comes back to claim it. And will continue to dribble here in the defensive half, but gets comboed off of it. Now Garcia to the outside it goes, looking for one for Mascara to chase after, but too close to Carlson there, and picked up by the Torrington keeper. And Mendenhall stood it up there, didn't see the ball on the second touch, but keeps it away from Jackson. And does so a third time, so just trying to deal with it and finally gets it out of play. Across the far sideline, so a throw-in coming for Torrington. 5:35 to go, 35th minute, 1-0 Warriors. The Pinnacle Bank scoreboard on the Mascaro goal. Warriors clear off the corner kick. Bradshaw tried a little individual effort, and working back nicely was Donovan Warren there. He's working hard in that position, and then Davis touches it along. Chance for Warren, steps past one, can't get past the second, and it'll come out here for a Warrior throw-in. Changes coming in as it's going to be Logan Moore, Hunter Ruffing, and Cooper Cannon into the game for Garcia, Warren, and Mascaro. Throw in here, deep, looking for Ruffing. Last touched by Ruffing and out of play. Throw it over the top and out of play it goes from Olsen as he puts the hands on the head there in a bit of frustration. And Mitchell's going to be allowed to go forward, back to the spot where Olsen threw it in. So can launch it into the box here. Decides to go low, find it for Cannon. Cannon turns, player on the deck here for Torrington. Touch to the inside, trying to free up for a shot. Warriors finally do get a shot off, rising over the top from Kobe Bradshaw. Cooper Cannon with a solo dance session there in the middle of the 18-yard box and picked out Bradshaw for the shot, but sailing over the top of the crossbar. 36th minute here as Gahn comes back into the game. Gabe Jackson gets a quick break here. And the ball coming to the near side. Ruffing going to try to get the touch, but Hessler gets there first. Oh, nice job by Mitchell. Intercepts that potential pass on the head. Then Torrington trying to launch it forward quickly. And Davis pushes it to the outside, and now the Warriors working backwards, but touched by Torrington. So Mendenhall out of the far touchline throw-in. Throw in looking for the check-in Moore. Turns. Great first pass there for Bradshaw. Bradshaw to the inside for Ruffing. Touched it along there. Heavy touch, though, as the Blazer keeper can come out to grab that one. And now a stoppage. And the official just wanting to talk to Ruffing here momentarily. I didn't see how close he got to the keeper there. It kind of took the focus away as it was cleared off, but may have been something there to talk about. Goal kick taken here now by Carlson. Ruffing wins the header, and Bradshaw on the inside going to win the ball back. He'll work around, drop it back for Mendenhall. Outside it goes, looking for Moore. Had to stand it up there, spun away from, but the Torrington defender misses the clearance. Gets a second chance. Gahn going to get onto it, but Mendenhall with the good covering for the Warriors. Through the middle it goes, spinning away from the Torrington defender, but Shimmick picks up the pieces, looking for the run of Arnish, and Mitchell just lays a foot out there to deflect it. Now Scheibel works through Gahn, and Olsen comes ahead. Looked like Maya came just off the shoulder there. So not quite a handball. Then Bradshaw wins it from Olsen, who's pushed out of position now, and Ruffing taps it ahead, looking for the run of Cooper Cannon. Comes back, though, Torrington with a good clearance up the field by Schlegel. And then Mitchell, a heavy touch here, kept it in place, sealed off of it. And it'll be a Torrington throw-in. Change if allowed, but not allowed this time as Crippen ends up into the back of Arnish. So Arnish picks up the free kick there, gives a wry smile to the Warrior bench that says, hey, I know how to play the game. Minute 50 to go here in the 39th minute. Warriors 1, Blazers 0. They'll push everybody ahead as Schlegel will try to lift it towards the box, and now resets himself. Now does send it with the left foot through the middle. Tiedemann intercepts, but comes directly out for Olsen. Bouncing down, closed out here by Scheibel. Nice defending by Caden Scheibel, and Cooper Cannon will get the touch. Give it off for Ruffing. Ruffing working up the sideline there. Last touch by Olsen out of play. So a Warrior throw in here with 80 ticks left in the opening half, 39th minute. Mitchell will look for a target here. All going to come in looking for Bradshaw. Good touchdown off the midsection here. Bradshaw setting up. Hessler now. Drop it back for Mitchell. Lifts it towards the box. It goes. And rising into the air was Blazers keeper there to deal with the potential danger. Mitchell with a header. Now Hessler lifts it high into the air. This is an awkward one. And Scheibel with a man on his back tried to get the header onto it. Gone with a clear off there. Nothing whistled just yet. But a loose pass is taken away by Crippen. So good job by Brecken working all the way back. And a quick touch in the midfield. Under 40 seconds to go, but the Warriors pulled out of position, gone into the box, and finally getting closed down by the Warriors. And Blazers got to take it quickly. 25 seconds to go. Good covering in the end there between Tiedemann and Mendenhall to deal with that danger, but still a set-piece opportunity here inside the final 20 seconds. Corner kick set to come in. Right foot to it, turning towards the box. Heiner pushes it away, only to the backside. Lifted there by Olsen and out of play, and that'll do it for half number one. Final few seconds going to tick away. We're at the halftime mark of the 3A Boys State Consolation Championship game. Worland 1, Torrington 0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor & Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
And welcome inside the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. Halftime score on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Warriors 1, Blazers 0 after the first 40 minutes. Both teams plenty of chances there, and a late one for Torrington. Warriors deal with the danger, though, and it's Gunnar Mascara with the only goal in the game. Again, plaque on the line as the Warriors and Trailblazers fight for the 3A Boys State Consolation title. And again, you're looking to send those seniors out with one more victory. Of course, the Warriors this year are going to be saying goodbye to Gunnar Mascaro, Benjamin Mendenhall, Corbin Martinez, Cooper Cannon, Caden Scheibel, Elias Mitchell, Lucas Ramirez, and as well listed on the roster. Again, picked up an injury throughout the middle of the season, but do want to mention him, Colby Wall, also there with the last time with the Warriors. So those seniors want to go out in winning fashion, and right now they hold that lead. It's a thin one, though, 1-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. They'll see if they can add to it in the second half. Defense has been good. It's been stretched thin a couple of times, but Heiner with a couple of good saves and some last-second interventions from those center backs have been the difference, keeping this clean sheet through the opening 40 minutes of soccer. If you didn't join us yesterday, Worland Lady Warriors season came to a close against the Mountain View Lady Buffaloes, a 2-0 loss there. So the Lady Warriors season concluded there in the Consolation semifinals. Again, it was a fun season for the Lady Warriors, but it was an injury-filled season to key players throughout the season. When your leading scorer, Ali Stamatakos, goes down early on in the season, the Lady Warriors kind of had to reformulate who they were throughout the season, and they really did a good job. They pick up the third seed coming into the state championship tournament, fall to Cody, and then just couldn't find the offense in that second game as they fall 2-0 to the Mountain View Lady Buffaloes. But a tip of the cap and a congratulations on the Lady Warriors on a good season. Did not get a chance to talk with head coach Jesus Davila, but of course know that he will always have hopes for more in a season, but I know very proud of the effort of the Lady Warriors considering all the adversity they faced in this 2026 season. We'll take a break on the Washington Prevention Coalition halftime show. On the other side, we'll get to the goals and incidents of half number 1 and continue to get you ready for half number 2 here from the Energy Capital Sports Complex in Gillette, Wyoming. This is Worland Warriors Soccer on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
The Bunkers Golf Simulators at 1701 Bighorn Avenue in Worland invites you to experience the next level of indoor golf right here in the Bighorn Basin. At the Bunkers, we believe that golf is a year-round passion, and our state-of-the-art indoor golf simulator brings that vision to life. Featuring advanced technology from TrackMan, our large two-bay facility allows you to experience the joy of golf no matter the season. Dive deep into your performance as you receive immediate analysis of your swing with club data and shot feedback. Embrace the future of golf with us, where you can refine your skills, engage in friendly competition, or simply enjoy the game in a controlled environment. Join us at the Bunkers today, 1701 Bighorn Avenue, next to Blair's Market here in Worland. Book a bay today at www.thebunkersworland.com.
And we're back live on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Halftime score on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Worland Warriors 1, Torrington Trailblazers 0. Let's get into the goals and instants of half number 1. No instants, no yellow cards in that first half, so that was good to see. Officials stopped it once for a hydration break and then just once to discuss something with Hunter Ruffing. So no yellow cards in that first half. The only goal in it, well, it belongs to Gunnar Mascaro in the 7th minute to make it 1-0 Warriors. It came off of a set piece. Warriors got a shot towards target, blocked away. Spins to the back post and hammered in by Gunnar Mascaro. Only goal in this opening half of soccer. Let's visit back to our Warrior keys to the game in this one. Better service from set pieces. Well, considering the goals come from there, I'd say that's been the case a couple of times. Carlson's been able to just pick up those set pieces, though, so Schabel trying to push it a little further back into the 18-yard box in half number 2, I'm sure. Clinical finishing, well, the chances that they've had, the chance that they had early, they put in the back of the net. Kobe Bradshaw had a good look. Warriors have put a couple more on goal, so just haven't bulged the net more than once, but the shooting has been there here in half number 1. midfield dominance. The Warriors, they really did clog up the middle. They got some good 1-2 passing there, kind of forced Torrington into that situation, trying to play those long balls, trying to release Arnish Jackson up the field. And a number of times they did so successful at the Warriors in that middle third. They really have had control of the game. It seemed that Torrington's kind of been on the back heel in those situations, Warriors pushing forward. So I'd say checks across the board on the Warrior keys of the game from earlier on today. That's going to do it for our Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show here. Final time the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show is going to come your way here in the 2026 soccer season. Hopefully we'll be back in the fall. We will be back in the fall with the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. Going to kind of try to expand that. Going to get some player interviews during that time during the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. So should be a fun change up there, and we do appreciate everybody at the coalition for their continued support on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. On the other side, it's second half action from the Energy Capital Sports Complex in Gillette, Wyoming. 3A State Championship, Consolation Championship on the line. Next 40 minutes comes your way next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
And here we go in the second half. Officials and assistant referees along the sidelines getting into position as we are ready to go. In half number 2, Warriors with the 1-0 lead, trying to add to it in the second half and keep the Blazers from getting one on the other side. Official looks at the watch, and we're underway in the second half. 40 minutes and ticking down on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, and Scheibel tried for that quick hit off of the opening kickoff there in the second half and didn't get the contact he was looking for. And Crippen, good touchdown in the midfield, trying to win it back from Hessler, trying to prevent him moving forward. But right now the Warriors having to work back, and Scheibel lifts it high to the far side and going to run out of field over on that far side there past Mascaro. The throw in. Actually, they're going to pull this back for a free kick for the Warriors. I'm not sure if maybe Scheibel was fouled on that clearing effort there, or that high pass effort. So Scheibel will take it from just the far right-hand side of the screen and now takes it, pushes it towards goal. Bradshaw heads it back into the middle, comes off of a Blazer. It's still not loose. Bradshaw to the inside, and that's going to be a handball and a penalty for the Worland Warriors there. That was just unfortunate for Gahn. He went for the clearance, missed it, spins off the turf, hits him in the hand, and the Warriors have a 41st minute penalty here with 39:01 to go, and the Warriors going to take this penalty with Kobe Bradshaw. Bradshaw versus Carlson here. Chance to put the Warriors up 2-0. Here's Bradshaw, strides to the back post, slots it away with the confidence and sly finish to the backside. 2-0 Warriors here, just a minute, 2 seconds into the second half. Worland Warriors 2, Torrington Trailblazers 0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back next.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introduce
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community.
Sorry, folks, cut our advertisers a little short there. Kings Carpet 1, Washkey Prevention Coalition, but back to live action here at the Warriors leading 2-0 on the 42nd minute penalty conversion from Kobe Bradshaw. Chance the other way potentially for Arnish in the Blazers, but cleared off by Cardenas. Now comes right back at Bradshaw, who's got the pair of goals in this one. Garcia chips it to the inside for Bradshaw. Warriors starting to look to run here as Cooper Cannon almost takes it off the feet of the Blazers there, but good defending back there by Sanchez, and now a ball outside looking for Mascaro. Comes right back to Crippen, so a chance a third time to pick out a pass. Decides to go inside this time and still can't pick out the Warriors there, but Davis wins it nicely on the outside, and Cannon throws it wide for Gunnar Mascaro to run after. Little back heel there by Torrington. That was kind of a bit of a dangerous play, but worked out for the Blazers. And now they'll work to the midfield. Warriors got a piece of that one. Crippen gets a second piece of it. Ball in the midfield now, picked up by Bradshaw. And outside it goes for Davis. Davis trying to get it for Mascaro, and now it's cleared to the interior, and then back outside by Steinbrecher and out of play. Not yet out of play here. Davis actually keeps it in play and throws one forward. Mascaro to chase after as well as Cannon. Trouble out there for the Blazers, but some calm defending now. Here comes Davis through the middle, through the scrum. Diving into the box was Cannon, but there first was Schlegel as he clears it up that far sideline. Trying to find it for Arnish, and Crippen got a piece of that header just to slow up the potential sprint out. And now Arnish will work here across the near side of the midfield. Jackson and Cardenas here with a speed race up the near sideline. Arnish crashing in for the Blazers. Jackson has it inside the 18, trying to pick out Arnish, and Scheibel an awkward touch, but enough to send it out for a Blazer corner kick. Is, by the way, Carlson came out of goal for Torrington, replaced by Aaron Chavez. Now Carlson into the game here in an attacking sense as Steinbrecher comes out. Donovan Warren comes in for Gunnar Mascaro. So now it's a corner kick coming, though, for the Blazers here for the near side. Warriors got to be ready on the defense. Arnish right across the goal line here. Now here comes action from the Blazers across the box. Still loose here to the backside. Jackson lifts it high into the air, spinning now. Tries to put it back to the top of the box, and Bradshaw went for the clearance. Caught a Blazer there. Stood up on a header and an overhead kick there from Mitchell. Deals with it, but a throw-in coming for Torrington here in the 44th minute. All headed away by Mitchell, and then that was Zach Davis that tried to help it further along. Ball working towards the box now. And picked up by Heiner. Throws it out here looking for Garcia, but coming ahead to intervene there, Edgar Vasquez, then Cardenas. And a free kick called for, not sure what it was, and taken quickly by Shimmick. And now the Warriors trying to clear it away and do with Garcia towards midfield. Cannon going to win it back with good physical play there. Drops it off for Bradshaw. Players are running for the Warriors. Warren stands it up for Cooper Cannon, heads it along, but there was Schlegel there on the interior to deal with it, but the Warriors trying to win it back. Torrington deals with it here to the near side, and Cardenas just going to let this one run for a while as Shimmick tries to take it away. Good defending by Sergio in the end. A little bit of danger, but wins it back. And then Carlson tries to keep it forward for the Blazers, but a little bit of loose here from the Warriors. Scheibel stands one high into the air here. Chance for Cannon to run after it. Tries to get inside of his man. A header won there by Schlegel. Good hustle there from the Torrington Trailblazers. And now Shimmick will pick it up right in front Dutch Ogburn. Now Ogburn has it back. Little 1-2 with Shimmick, but sells him a little bit long there. And then Crippen to the outside for Garcia. Nice little slide past Ogburn there and then gives it off for Bradshaw. Bradshaw to the inside, continues his run there. Kobe chips it ahead looking for Cooper Cannon, and Schlegel just got a back heel to that. I don't know how much he knew about it, but it was an important touch, and now Carlson back to try to get it ahead for the Blazers. Gabe Jackson dropped it back, looking for a pass forward. Now Scheibel should be over the top of it, and coming out was Cameron Heiner to get that one there as Gabe Jackson tumbles over Heiner. Good protection from Scheibel, allow Heiner to get underneath that one, and the ball bounces at midfield, but actually touched there by Bradshaw. A little heavy touch, though, takes it to Hessler. Then a good ball win there on a standing tackle from Zach Davis. Now gives for Cannon. To the outside it goes. Chance to run for Warren, but it's going to run out of room over there on the far side. So a throw-in coming for Torrington. Throw-in for the Blazers on the outside. Going to be a Warrior throw-in now. Change comes in. Benjamin Mendenhall into the game for Sergio Cardenas, and the Warriors going to have that far touchline throw-in now. 2-0 lead, 33-15 to go. Warriors throw it towards the top of the box, but again took that throw a little bit early here before Cardenas was off the field, so the Warriors going to get that back for a reset on the throw-in. Mitchell forward to take it for the Warriors. Throws it low, looking for Davis, chips it into the box, but always going across the end line there for Chavez to go grab and get a Torrington goal kick. Ball comes to the midfield, almost touchdown there by Davis, then sent back ahead by Crippen. And Cooper Cannon got a two-arm shove in the back there. The official has called some soft serve ones, but has let a couple of physical plays go there as Scheibel will drop it back for Heiner to send it away with the right foot. And to the outside it goes, looking for Garcia. Bounces over the head of a Blazer and Garcia. Garcia touches the inside. Kadoff on a little bit of a run. Uses some good physical play. Finds Davis. Davis steps inside of a challenge. Ball's loose, though, and ahead into the defensive half, but Scheibel won a header, and now Bradshaw chips it along, and he's upended there, as this time he will win the free kick as he tumbles to the artificial turf. So Bradshaw's onto it to take the free kick here. 31:30 left here as the official just having a chat there with, would have been Schlegel there, as Bradshaw will send it towards the box. Strikes it with a right foot, sailing over the top and wide of the far post and out of play. As the Warriors will have a couple of substitutions. Ramirez and Mascaro coming back into the game, and see who's coming out now. Cade Garcia and Cooper Cannon going to come out. Cannon has shown some good effort today after picking up that knee injury yesterday. Wasn't sure if we're going to see him today, but he has been in there and he's shown some good effort. Blazers with the goal kick, turning it towards midfield. Crippen, awkward spin off the top of the boot there, and the Warriors still trying to win it back on the far sideline, and they'll say Blazer throw in when the assistant referee called for the Warriors to have the throw in, and that's actually the way they will rule it in the end. The head official in the middle had it for the Blazers, but the Warriors are going to get it now. The assistant had a little better look. Throw in from Mitchell, bounces into the box here. Blazers in a bit of trouble there, but some calm defending to slow things up. And now Davis on the outside trying to win it. Warriors got a piece of it with Crippen, and now just a long ball forward, a searching one for the Blazers. They kind of run out of ideas here, trying for those long balls. Throw in for Warren. Just bounced up, but he gets some good control here, and now the ball going to come across for Bradshaw. Bradshaw taking it inside of Shimmick. Takes a right-footed shot. That's never going to bother Sanchez. Didn't get the contact he wanted, but almost bounced away from there as Mascaro charges in just to put a little pressure on Chavez. Then Chavez, I don't know, that one, it's going to be a yellow card for Mascaro, but I think Chavez severely mishit that one, so Mascaro going to get a 51st minute yellow card, first yellow card of the tournament for the Warriors. So, official comes over to give an explanation. The head coach Ron Overcast. Everybody seems satisfied with what's going on. So, Chavez will send it out on the right foot here after we deal with the paperwork there as Tiedemann leaning in on Gabe Jackson. Didn't really need to and puts a free kick down the attacking half for the Blazers. So, Warriors kind of back-to-back mistakes there and see if the defense can be up to task. Be Shimmick to take the free kick for the Blazers in the 51st minute. Strikes it with the right, into the box it goes, bouncing out in front of Heiner, an easy one to collect there. Not sure if Shimmick was trying to put that on goal or if he was trying to drop it on the penalty spot. Either way, not the contact he was looking for as Heiner clears it towards the midfield. And Mendenhall comes up, gets the challenge in the win. Cooper Cannon drop it for Bradshaw. Chip to the outside, looking for the run of Warren. Checks up nicely on the artificial turf. Warren touches it inside for Cooper Cannon. Back out for Warren, but it's going to be Schlegel that gets there first and driving towards that far sideline, clears it away. Warrior throw-in coming. So Mitchell up to take it for the Warriors. Throws it looking for Davis. Bounces the top of the 18. Carlson got a piece. Toes it along further, but now Mitchell low on the ground. Can't get it past the top of the 18. Crippen, though, wins a header, and the Blazers came over the top there, but got the winning header, and now lash it to the far sideline. Throw in by Mitchell, looking for Warren. Tries to work around his defender, but out of room there, and it'll be a goal kick for the Blazers. Change coming in now. It'll be number 3, Bridger Johansson, back into the game, and he'll come in for Jackson Hessler. Goal kick set to come out here for the Blazers. Goal kick comes out. Warriors trying to take it away with Warren and Dew. Bradshaw closed down in the end, and now a handball. They're going to give it to the Blazers on the free kick. Blazers take it quickly. Tiedemann has to just stand it up, and it spins to that far sideline and almost doesn't go out of play, but finally does. So the Blazers get an advanced throw in here as they throw it in for Carlson, and Arnish tries to latch onto it. Hasn't had many touches here in the second half. Ball from the far sideline there. Good clearance by the Blazers as that one sent away by Mendenhall, but Arnish is back onto it here in the midfield. Skips past Davis, and a little back heel drag. Looking for some help, just lifts one to the outside. It's a good ball here, and offsides, though, was number 21, Dutch Ogburn. So out of play it goes. So free kick taken here by Scheibel. Deep into the defensive half, header won by Bradshaw. And now Cooper Cannon trying to put the pressure on, and the Blazers going to clear it off to the near side, but the Warriors attacking third throw-in as Mascaro comes back into the game. Cooper Cannon comes out. I think Coop came back into the game a little sooner than he was going to do that after the Mascaro yellow card. Ramirez takes a throw-in, goes short for Bradshaw. Puts a right foot to it, bending, but always well wide of the target there. As Bradshaw, not sure if he was searching for on target or just trying to flash it across the 18. Either way, it's a goal kick for Torrington. Goal kick taken only as far as Davis, but spins off the foot there, and then Carlson nearly dispossessed in the middle. The ball sent ahead. Mendenhall, great job there by Ben to deal with that danger. And ball coming over the top here. Mascaro going to go into the box. Chavez able to come out and get that one in front of an on-charging Gunnar Mascaro. But not a great clearance out of the box. Ramirez gets a glancing header here. Warriors win it back with Davis. And now Mitchell to the outside. Another header from the Blazers and off the head of Davis. Touches it back momentarily. Tries to leave it off for Mitchell. Davis just going to keep possession. Spins there in the midfield from the sophomore. Finds its way for Bradshaw. Bradshaw past one, past two. Slides it inside for Gunnar Mascaro. He's out in front. Right-footed shot into the back of the net. It's a brace for Gunnar Mascaro. 3-0 Worland Warriors here in the 56th minute on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkeeper.
Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom design warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McKamey at McKameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. Gunnar Mascaro with the goal for the Warriors. 3-0. They lead it with 24 minutes, 23 seconds to go. A 56-minute goal. So Mascaro with a brace now, a pair of goals in the game, and giving the Warriors a 3-goal advantage. Now Warren touches it inside for Davis. Davis a good heel touch now and throws it up the far sideline, but Wynn's going to take that out across as the Warriors, Gunnar Mascaro with 2 goals. He picked up that yellow card earlier, makes up for that with a good, calm, cool finish. That pass to the inside was just unselfish soccer, and then Mascaro didn't spoil the chance, beats Chavez to the near side post, and into the corner it goes for the 3rd Warrior goal. Hessler back into the game for Torrington, gets double-teamed, lost possession of the ball, and now the Blazers throw it to the midfield, and Arnish going to try to get into a mood here, throws it wide for Steinbrecher. Ramirez comes over the top, and now Mendenhall there as well for the double-team. Ball won there as Steinbrecher ended up on the deck. Bradshaw with the mask on there, lifts it high into the attacking third. Mascaro's on a hat trick here, just able to leave it wide. Now turns to the inside, chips it there looking for Davis, and ball going to be cleared off to the far sideline. Change set to come in. Charlie Turner comes into the game for Lucas Ramirez. Throw in. Mascaro throws it into the box here, bouncing, and Bradshaw almost there. Turner turns it towards goal, and Chavez to the near side makes the save. So Warriors were nearly in with their 4th there as Chavez clears it towards midfield. Mitchell wins the header, and now Warren gets the next touch for the Warriors. They found some control here in the midfield. Slid ahead for Davis. 1-2 with him and Warren. Mascaro onto it now. Davis, right-footed shot working across Chavez, but right up Main Street there. Chavez with a good save. Good contact from Davis. Hit a stinger yesterday that nearly opened the scoring against Rollins. Good header by Scheibel at midfield. Just an eye going further forward as it spins away across the far side touchline. Ruffing will check in next for the Warriors as Mitchell and Crippen combine for the defense. Bradshaw touch to the outside for Warren. Good ball movement here for the Warriors. And Davis continues his good foray in this game. And Arnish all the way back to collect this here at midfield, and now he will start his sprint down the field. Find it's wide here for Shimmick. Shimmick holds up outside of the 18. Mendenhall trying to defend. Shimmick steps inside of him, and that's close. I might have happened just outside of the box. And they're going to talk about it. It was close. Mendenhall tried to make up the distance, but just came over the backside of Shimmick, and it might just be just on the outside, so the Warriors avoid surrendering the penalty by what I'd have to say is probably inches there. Clock is stopped for now as the official brought it to a stop to discuss whether that was a penalty or a free kick. Still a dangerous spot. I mean, Heiner's got to be ready for it. Wind in behind Arnish, though, makes it a little bit more challenging. Throws it low across the box. It's still loose here as Heiner's down on the deck, and out of play it goes there. That was a smart play from Arnish. Put it on the deck, and chance for the Blazers to get one there, but the moment fizzles and the Warriors exhale and keep their 3-0 lead. The Warriors take it short here. Scheibel finds its way to that far sideline for Mitchell, and then Torrington deals with it to the far side. Arnish, I see him putting his hands up to his face there. Is not sure if he's thinking about that free kick or if he's just frustrated that the Warriors again have a crooked number there up on his Trailblazers squad. Donovan Warren out. Hunter Ruffing comes in for the Warriors. Throw in now taken, and taken just before Warren had gotten off the field, so they'll reset it here to the far sideline. Back for Mitchell. A couple of times he's hit the false start on the throw in, but he will throw it inside here for Davis. Davis protecting it on the backside, but good coverage from Carlson, but the Warriors win the next ball. Shimmick, a great close control there. Throws it ahead, trying to find Jackson, and now Tiedemann lifts it forward. It's going to head into the box. Warriors almost there. Good lash of the ball by Schlegel, and the Blazers push it up that far sideline with the Blazers number 20, that's Zade Olsen out there. Warriors surrender a throw in, but stopped the attacking threat there at midfield. I'll drop back all the way for Schlegel, lashes it ahead looking for Osborne. And Mitchell wins the ball. Will start up that far sideline, but heavy touch takes it out of play. A defender's touch out there. I think the hydration break is going to happen now with 19:17 to go here in the second half. Worland Warriors 3, Torrington Trailblazers 0 in the 3A Boys Consolation Championship game on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Back after this.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpet1worland.com.
And we're back here at the Energy Capital Sports Complex. 19 minutes, 17 seconds to go. 61st minute. Worland Warriors 3, Torrington Trailblazers 0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Hydration break is done here. Trying to see if the Warriors made any further changes, but I don't see. Charlie Turner did come onto the field, so he's on with Crippen to the sideline. It'll be Torrington with the throw in here after the hydration break. And our head official brings this one back to play. Throw in taken high over the top, working towards the box. Good header by Tiedemann and runs out for a Blazer throw in. Warriors have to stay smart on the defensive side as Ruffing was back there to intercept, but the Blazers have another chance as they lift it towards Arnish. Lashed out a leg at it, but then Tiedemann hits it away for the Warriors. Turner here to the outside, going to try to find Mascaro, but just couldn't bend it further along, and then has it chipped off of his feet. Logan Moore as well into the game for the Warriors. And up ahead for Turner, can leave it for Moore and fights through one challenge. Ball's loose. Shimmick wins it back, moves inside of Moore, spins here, tries to go down the sideline, and Mendenhall's going to have to read this one and decides to take it here to the near sideline, and then a touch from Carlson. Turner tried to backheel it on the inside to keep it up the sideline, but out of play it goes. Steinbrecher going to take the throw in here for the Blazers. Actually, it's going to end up being Johansson, and Cabre Miller will come at the next allowance. Arnish collects on the sideline, able to keep it in, but then off his backside, and the Warriors have the throw in now. Change if allowed. And Cabre Miller will come into the game for Gunnar Mascaro. 17:45 left in this one. 3-0 Warriors Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Bradshaw set to bring it in here. The Zorro mask from Ted Lasso going on there for Kobe Bradshaw today. He's got a penalty conversion and assisted on another goal as Bradshaw throws it up the field looking for the run of Turner. Header up into the air and out of play there by Xavier Sanchez. So Bradshaw comes further forward to take the next throw as the Warriors walk it up the near side. Bradshaw into the box it goes, looking for Miller, headed out. Bradshaw wins it, chips it into the air, and now across the middle it goes. Kind of a loose touch, but kept it forward, trying to find Ruffing out there, but the Blazers combo defense leaves out, though, to Bradshaw and slides it off for Davis on the far side. Now picks out Ruffing, lets it run across the foot. Centering pass here, going to be too close to Chavez, and a save there for Chavez as he picks up, outlets it with the right foot here towards midfield, and Mitchell just read that correctly with the win. D'Angelo Gahn going to come in for the Torrington Trailblazers. Sanchez going to come out for Torrington. Ball in here from Torrington. Threw it back into the attacking half for the Warriors now. Ruffing, chance to pick out a pass, and does for Miller. Tried to get it back for Ruffing, but chips it over his head. I don't know if Hunter will get there and can't. Ran out of turf there. Plenty of chatter from the 4A Boys Consolation Championship behind us, and not a lot of it friendly back there towards each other or the officiating crew on the other side. As the Blazers chance here at this one, but sails into the 18 of Cameron Heiner as they'll force Jackson to come forward to force him to pick that one up. Letting a couple more seconds bleed off the clock. 15:30 to go as Heiner lifts it towards midfield. Bradshaw, heavy touch there. Moore, though, wins it back for the Warriors. Tries to filter it wide for Turner and does. And then a ball to the inside for Bradshaw. Bradshaw wide now for Ruffing, trying to get inside his defender. And Torrington clears it off for a Warrior throw-in. Ruffing to take it with 15 minutes to go in this one. Long throw in, looking for Moore. Won the header there. Bradshaw touches it down, but good defending from Shimmick. Lifts it away on the right foot, and now good covering from Tiedemann. Good close control there by Moore, and able to filter it for Turner, who will move up this near sideline. Dribbles past one defender, can't get past Shimmick, though. And Shimmick sends a long ball up through the legs of Mendenhall. Chance for Carlson here. Scheibel's got a rush back and a shot in by Carlson, but didn't have the sting in behind it, so a save for Heiner, and we'll see Xavier Sanchez check back in for Torrington here at the next break as Heiner just rolls this one out, and Mitchell can take his time, try to pick a pass, but only finds Arnish in the middle of the field and goes against two Warriors as Mitchell ends up on the deck, does take it away from him. Now a 50-50 ball here, picked up by Miller, dropped off for Bradshaw. Bradshaw waiting for the run of Turner, couldn't get the contact though as it's sliced away by Gahn, and the ball comes onto the field here from this side. I think it's a Warrior throw-in here, and it is, so Turner over to take it for the Warriors. Clock stopped at 13:47 to go. Officials talk things over. Sanchez and Osborne or Olsen back into the game. So a quick stoppage of the game. I'm not sure. There may be some talk going over on the far sideline in the fan bases over there. I hope that's not the case, but the official does bring it to a stop here at 13:47 to go. So in the 67th minute, we'll try to get a explanation here from the fourth official if we can. But we'll keep an eye on the action. Of course, that'll be the main focus as our head official goes to the center of the field here, set to bring play back to a start. And he will, so we'll stick with this, see if we can get an explanation later as Turner throws it up the field for Bradshaw. Bradshaw looking for a centering pass, plays it off of Gahn and out of play. So apparently didn't come off of Gahn, came off of Bradshaw last. So it'll be a goal kick here. It's officiated to be as the ball comes ahead. Moore tries to get onto it. Arnish back to win it there, and now working towards the sideline to keep it in play, and does. Arnish, he's showing off some of those close control skills here as Turner leans in on him, keeps possession still. You kind of just have to appreciate good soccer when you see it. Tiedemann with a nice interception there as Ruffing lets the ball play across him as the Warriors trying to attack. Miller trying to get into the box, but Sanchez will grab it into the 68th minute. So the Warriors dealing with it here at midfield as Moore stands that up off the head. Bradshaw slides it wide on a good pass for Mitchell. Mitchell's got some field to stride into, and they give him the space. He'll take it and try to pick out Miller, but hammered away there by Schlegel. This one might stay in play with the breeze, and does, as Davis has to get ahead to it. Now Moore and Hessler there. Lifted into the midfield. Header by Carlson. Bounces past Shimmick. Goes wide. Good little toe poke there to keep possession. Out on the outside by Johansson. Now Shimmick will work to the inside. Dribbles past Mendenhall here, and now it's a foot race between Scheibel and Carlson as Scheibel spins it back in play. Carlson going to win it, though, as Shimmick now has to battle against Moore. Shimmick back with it here towards the top of the 18. Tiedemann went with a clearance but ended up hitting Bradshaw. And the Torrington coach wanted maybe a handball there. I don't know, it would probably have been pretty harsh there on such close contact, as the Blazers will bring Dutch Ogburn back into the game. And he'll take the throw in. So Ogburn going to try to throw it in for Arnish, but it's intercepted by Bradshaw. Now Moore can stride up the field and give a ball for Turner to chase after. Ogburn checking in, and Turner's going to win that race momentarily and does win it. And then now they're going to call a foul up this near sideline. I thought that was just a really good battle between Turner and Ogburn. And then Moore gets a touch in the midfield, trying to keep it away from Arnish. He'll come over and track it down in front of Davis. As, I don't know, the mileage that Arnish has covered here, but now a good ball. Shimmick on the outside, offside though, as the flag was raised. Mass changes coming for the Warriors. The next allowance. So free kick to be taken by Scheibel. 10:35 to go. Warriors still leading 3-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, as that was Bradshaw that won a header. Miller keeps it alive, tried to go outside for roughing. It's cleared off by the Blazers momentarily. Moore now battling against Hessler on the outside and keeps it in play. Hessler with a little toe poke standing tackle back for Mitchell. Spins it ahead in front of Miller. Miller touches the inside for Bradshaw. Kobe spinning here against Gahn, beats him on pace to the inside, takes on another defender. Riding challenges, touch to the inside. Here trying to take it past the last one. Bradshaw continues, ball spills for roughing and a penalty as the Warriors' number 4 Bradshaw is taken out by Gahn. And that'll be the second penalty assessed to number 31 for the Blazers, or else it might have ended up being on Schlegel. I think that was inside the box for a Warrior penalty here in the 71st minute, and it is. So the Warriors will have a chance to put a 4 up on the board here, and we'll get the changes potentially coming up here momentarily after the penalty. And Bradshaw took the first one. See who gets to take this one. And Bradshaw will take it again. Already a goal on a penalty so far today. Beat one past Braxton Carlson earlier. Now will take on Chavez. Strides back, now moves to the left, strikes it with the right foot, and easily slots it away. The Warriors stacking it on here in the 3A Boys State Consolation Championship. 9:49 to go, 4-0 Warriors on the Bradshaw penalty conversion. Back next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pure Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McKamey at McKameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1. And welcome back here to the Energy Capital Sports Complex. Kobe Bradshaw with his second penalty conversion of the day makes it 4-0 Warriors. Warriors brought in Corbin Martinez out there. Cooper Cannon came back in. Lucas Ramirez as well for the Warriors, as Moore loses out in the midfield here to Xavier Sanchez. More chance to hammer it forward here. Martinez can chase after it. Schlegel's going to be there in plenty of time and lets it run all the way back for Chavez. 8:42 to go in this one, 72nd minute. Warriors well in control, but trying to see this one out here, trying to keep a clean sheet for their sophomore keeper, Cameron Heiner. And again, we see a lot of seniors graduate here, but a good core of this Warrior team is going to come back next season. A lot of these JV players, the freshmen and sophomores, have gotten a lot of playing time this season. So, again, promise stays high for the Warriors. As again, I know that we went for a lot of championship years and haven't had one of those in a couple, but it's been a tremendous run for the Warriors throughout this season, and the Blazers have a player down on the far sideline, so we're going to take a break here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. 72nd minute, Torrington and Worland Warriors 4, Torrington Trailblazers 0.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
Welcome back here to the Energy Capital Sports Complex. Torrington player slipping over on the far sideline over on the concrete near the fan area, being tended to by the local trainers. Talked to the official, not going to restart the game until they take care of this injury situation, so maybe in an extended break here. So if you need a trip to the bathroom, grab a snack here before the Warriors and Blazers get back to 3A Consolation Championship Soccer. Still 8:28 left, 72nd minute. Warriors 4, Blazers 0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back after a bit on the Pregame Broadcasting Network.
From the moment
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah. How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. It's easier to handle life's twists and turns with the help of an experienced professional. Lisa Beamer has been serving the community as a farmer's agent for years. She is here to help you by discussing a range of insurance choices and available coverage options. Call 307-347-9822 or stop by 900 Bighorn Avenue in Worland to learn more.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warriors special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453. And welcome back here to the Energy Capital Sports Complex, still in our injury timeout here as the Torrington player being attended to on the far side of the field. So appreciate your patience. 4-0 Warriors Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 8:28 to go in this one. Game expected to resume shortly, but they wanted to make sure to give folks on that far side of the field just a chance to deal with that injury. So we are just awaiting the restart, and hopefully that'll be coming here momentarily as the Warriors and Blazers are looking to wrap up the 2026 season. Warriors with that 4-goal lead, wanting to get their hands on the Consolation Championship plaque to take to Worland High School. Looks like we are just about set to get going back to live soccer action here, so we'll keep it that way. Appreciate you tuning in wherever you're doing so. That's on Facebook, YouTube, Huddle TV, or the NFHS Network. Appreciate you doing that. If you're on the YouTube page, if you can, subscribe to the page, give the videos a like, share the links. Facebook, again, you can share that as well. And Huddle links, NFHS, wherever you want to tune in, you can always share those links. We love to have all our Worland Warrior and Lady Warrior faithful in attendance, whether it's in attendance in person or whether it is virtually. We want to have you here in this one as the Warriors look to close out the 2026 soccer season. This is the conclusion of the 2025-2026 sports calendar, as this will end the Warrior and Lady Warrior sports for the seniors graduating just a couple of weekends ago. So the Warriors and Lady Warriors season's coming to a close. Of course, we'll have coverage for you again in the fall as Worland Warrior football gets going. Again, we'll look at our schedule, see if we can get any kind of volleyball on or anything that way, but we don't want to make promises that we can't keep. So always want to cover as much sports as we can here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network, and we appreciate you joining us each and every time throughout the season. We are back to live action here as the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard is running at 8:27, and the Warriors had the throw in here as Ramirez chips it forward for the Warriors, brought down by Schlegel into the midfield. Moore got a touch there. Corbin Martinez tries to get onto it, but couldn't latch on there. And now Arnish in the midfield, hassled by the Warrior defenders, but now puts a good ball forward, forcing Mendenhall back and just lashes it out of play for the Warriors. It'll be a Torrington corner kick upcoming. Shimmick comes all the way ahead here for the Blazers to take the corner kick. Corner kick comes in. Heiner has to rise high there as Shimmick tried to kind of put that in that far corner there, almost a shot from the corner flag. But the Warriors now on the other side with Gunnar Mascaro has a little bit of space, try to set up a run here as it'll be a foot race up that far sideline. And Mascaro had the better of it for a moment. Now steps inside of his defender, inside the box to the top for Bradshaw. Wraps his foot around it and high over the top of the crossbar and a little wide of that far post. But that was just a first-time hit from Bradshaw. Nearly measured it correctly. As we move from the 73rd minute into the 74th minute now, 6:59 and ticking away here in the 3A Boys Consolation Championship. Cooper Cannon looking for a shot here. Chavez went down to the ground a little early, has kept that in the breadbasket, though, as Cannon didn't quite get as much in behind it as he would have liked. Chavez towards midfield as Tiedemann sees that run over his head, but Scheibel's there to win it on the second ball. Carlson trying to touch it around Mendenhall. And good defending there by Ben, and now Moore can just hit it up this near sideline. It'll check up for Gunnar Mascaro off of a toe here. Warriors filter it to the middle for Martinez. Outside it goes for Cannon and further along for Ramirez. Warriors starting to attack this attacking third again as Torrington has to play it out across the far touchline. Again, the Torrington player went down, is back up upright. We're happy to see that over there. So trainer responded, fans over there as well. So to appreciate their efforts on that. Into the 75th minute now, 5:52. Warriors up 4 goals, 4-0 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as it's thrown into the box by Mitchell. Comes out for Moore. He'll turn to the outside of the 18, cross it up across the box. Bradshaw was there, but it skips past him, and now Mascaro, who's on the hat trick, works to the outside. Tracked here by Ogburn. Ogburn turns away, and now Mascaro across the top of the box, and Torrington has to scramble it away there. That one was close to the 6-yard box as Bradshaw works away from Shimmick. Now stands up, slides it forward for Mascaro and keeps it away from Ogburn that time, but good job by Ogburn to win it back. And now Mascaro steps in front of him and a foul called there, so a free kick coming for Torrington. Like a little jersey grab there, so as Arnish is onto it here at midfield, works around Mendenhall, shows that speed here up the near sideline, touches back inside the Warrior defenders. Tiedemann is there, stops the run ahead by Arnish, and now Bradshaw will go to the outside trying to find Mascaro, but Gahn intercepts that pass. 4:41 to go, and this one is Mendenhall has to reach out a leg and keeps it away from Carlson. And Ben continues to run up this near side, and he's shouldered off of it. But they say fairly as Mendenhall takes a spill, and the ball going towards the box. Should be too close to Heiner, though, as Mendenhall remains down but finally up there. Took a hard spill on the artificial turf, and appears to be shaking it off. So Hessler stands up, a header in midfield. Cannon wins the ball there and sends it wide for Ramirez. Ramirez going to keep it in play. Chance at a centering cross. Sends it across the box, but into the side netting. And out for a goal kick for Torrington. Mass changes for the Blazers as they'll bring in Philip Hogan out there. Number 23, Camden Valentine as well. 38 is Alexander Hendricks. Number 33, Aiden Dubray. So for any Torrington faithful tuning in there, just always want to try to mention all the players that are on the field. One that won't come off is Anthony Arnish, as that senior for Torrington has his final 3.5 minutes here as the Warriors going to make it a 3-0 season against Torrington, barring a miraculous comeback here in the final 3:18. And the way the Warrior defense is played, that seems like a long shot at best, as Moore intercepts at midfield, slides it ahead for Corbin Martinez. Now he'll go outside looking for Ramirez, finds him again. Ramirez, chance to center one up. Schlegel defending here as he works it away from Martinez, or from Ramirez, and it'll be a goal kick for Torrington. 78th minute now, Warriors marching towards what could be a 3A state consolation championship here. 5th place out of the 8 qualifying teams at the 3A state tournament in 2026. Of course, the Warriors would have been wanting to play over at Thunder Basin a little later today, but this is the game that they're in, and they put in a good performance. Final one for these seniors as Shimmick steps inside of Caden Scheibel, and that's going to be a penalty there as Scheibel surrenders one to the Blazers and Shimmick. So now Heiner going to have to face a penalty shot here, and again with 2:25 to go, and Scheibel will tag for that. I don't think they even assessed a yellow card, but it was definitely a penalty, and it'll be taken by Shimmick. Surprised Arnish isn't taking it, but it'll be Shimmick to take it against Heiner, and into the top corner it goes. A goal for the Torrington Trailblazers as they get their first goal of this 3A Boys Consolation Championship. Still 2:19 to go. Warriors going to try to see this one out. Back in 30 seconds on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. It's easier to handle life.
The Washkeeper.
The Bunkers.
Every Warrior needs the support of their McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Back to live game action here as Gunnar Mascaro wins the ball up this near sideline. Warriors trying to see this one out as they won't get the clean sheet as Mascaro steps inside the box. Bradshaw shoots it there. It's kind of blocked by a Trailblazer across the box, and now Torrington scrambling it clear, but only as far as Mitchell. Drops it to the far sideline for Tiedemann, and Tiedemann lifts it forward for Ramirez. Torrington trying to scramble it away, but Cooper Cannon with it now, leaves it off for Tiedemann. Tiedemann turns it into the box. Martinez tried to go for a back heel, and then Bradshaw tried to finish off a hat trick, but sails low and wide of the near post. Minute 14 to go. Warriors 4, Blazers 1. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Now a long run for Arnish. Double team between Mendenhall and Scheibel. Scheibel slips on the turf there, and then Mendenhall comes over to clear that away, and gonna call a free kick foul there, and a little too much body from Mendenhall. I think he's trying to say, I took a shoulder much like that a little earlier on, but it'll be Arnish to take this free kick, what will be the last free kick of his career, puts it towards goal, and Heiner taps it to himself, and a save for the Warriors sophomore keeper. 35 seconds left in this one. Stick around for the postgame show presented by 7-Up. We'll talk with Warrior head coach Ron Overcast, and we'll sign off for the final time here in the 2025-2026 sports season as the Warriors have the ball here along the near side with Gunnar Mascaro. 15 seconds to go. Ball comes out for Moore. Puts a left foot onto it. Hit his own man, Bradshaw. 10 seconds left now. Ticking down 8 seconds, and the Warriors going to see this one out. Tiedemann wins the header, and the Torrington Blazers lift it in the air, and that does it. The Worland Warriors are consolation champions in 2026 with a 4-1 victory over the Torrington Trailblazers on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Postgame show presented by 7-Up next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today.
Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
And welcome inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Going to sign off here shortly after we talk with the head coach in charge, head coach Ron Overcast, so we can let the crew here at the Energy Capital Sports Complex get their weekend wrapped up as well. 4-1. The final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as the Worland Warriors get the Consolation Championship trophy as they celebrate on the far side of the field here as they celebrate with the Warrior faithful who are in attendance. And again, head coach Ron Overcast will be joining us shortly here as we will get things wrapped up. As the coach heads over and puts on the headset, we're going to go ahead and get into our Warriors game review presented by Washkey Cinemas in Worland for the Warriors and Blazers. Game opened up inside the opening 10 minutes. It was a goal for Gunnar Mascaro in the opening 10 minutes. 7th minute goal to make it 1-0. 42nd minute into the second half, Kobe Bradshaw converts a penalty, make it 2-0 for the Warriors. Gunnar Mascaro picking up a yellow card in the 51st, but then follows it up with his second goal of the game in the 56th to make it 3-0 Warriors. Kobe Bradshaw converts another penalty in the 71st to make it 4-0, and then in the 78th minute, Bo Shimmick for the Blazers gets their only goal on a penalty to make it 4-1, and that's where it finishes on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. That's our Warriors game review presented by Washkey Cinemas in Worland. Back to the postgame show presented by 7-Up. We're now joined by Worland Warrior head coach Ron Overcast. Coach, 4-1 victory against Torrington. Yep. You said if it ain't broke, why try to fix it? And the Warriors get another 4-1 win over Torrington and get the consolation title here in 2026.
Yeah, we wanted the shutout. I bet we really wanted it, but that kid, he's a handful, and you could see it happening, here at half, and yeah, we just bumped him and they get the penalty. But so proud of this team. 11-5-1. Just a great season. We really did. And it's been a great tournament for us. We got to play all of our young kids. They got significant minutes out there. And, just overall really happy with the way the tournament went.
Well, Coach, we know the future is bright, and the Warrior seniors, we know they've turned the tassels on their caps, but now they cap off their Warrior careers with a victory against Torrington, putting a little hardware in the trophy case at Worland High School. What are the thoughts or the final thoughts on this senior class that now turns the page into the next phase of their life?
The seniors have been great this year, and they've come in. They've led this team. They've worked hard in practice. They've tried to lead by example. And all of them, even the seniors, they've just grown as players this year. And you could see that out here today, the way we were pinging the ball around. And we've had a great season because of our seniors and the leadership that they've shown throughout the season, and they're going to be sorely missed.
Well, and Coach, I know we always surmise about the future of this program. Again, the young kids coming up. Again, I know we've been around the program for a long time. Is it these kids that make it hard to potentially step away? I know there's been times where we thought that maybe it was the last game for head coach Ron Overcast, but it seems that each class that comes keeps drawing you back.
They do. You get attached to them, and then you don't want to leave. But I'll make that decision down the road here in a couple of weeks. But I plan on coming back. I had a lot of fun this year. I really did. It was we had to almost build from scratch, and I've said it before that I wish I'd have filmed the first day of practice so that everybody could see how far this team has come. And that pinging the ball out there, those better first touches and the passes and stuff. We've worked on that now for 11 weeks, and I'm just so proud of everybody how they've just grown as players and gotten so much better. And so, it's just been a great tournament for us.
Jordan McKamey joined by Worland Warrior head coach Ron Overcast for a final time here in 2026. Coach, any final thoughts on this one before we let you enjoy the bus ride back? Always a little easier taking some hardware home to Worland High School.
I want to thank you for covering this. I mean, that means a lot to everybody back in Worland. So thank you, Jordan. And it's Go Warriors, and we're looking forward to the future. We got some really good young players on our team, and we got some good young players coming up from middle school. So, we might struggle next year a little bit because of our numbers, but after that, I think, we're going to start turning this thing back around.
Coach, as always, appreciate you sharing your thoughts. Another season is in the books, and we'll talk to you again for sure in 2027, I hope.
Thank you.
Head coach Ron Overcast on the post-game show presented by 7-Up as the Worland Warriors defeat the Torrington Trailblazers 4-1 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. And that does it for the 2025-2026 Worland Warrior and Lady Warrior sports calendar. We sign off for a final time here for that season. We'll be back again in 2026 with Warrior football. If you're interested in some advertising, make sure you reach out to me, 307-431-1468 or at mckamebroadcasting@gmail.com. Final score one more time as we say goodbye from the Energy Capital Sports Complex in Gillette. Boys, 3A state consolation champions, your Worland Warriors 4, Torrington Trailblazers 1. And until next time, and there's always going to be a next time, go Worland Warriors.